Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FTRL. It is week 6, and once again I have hermetically sealed myself into this sweltering room for your entertainment. Last time for a couple of weeks, mind, as I'll be off on holiday after this for 2 weeks, so enjoy it while you can. And speaking of enjoy it, we are right off into qualifying, and it's going to be... We are racing at Suzuka tonight, but it's going to be 10 minutes of qualifying around Broadbean Raceway this evening. There it is. Not a track I think we've ever featured on FTRL. I may be wrong, we have done 30 seasons after all, but yeah, I definitely can't remember racing it myself. Interesting to see. Interesting to see if everyone can get a lap in without being bunched up as well. There's not a lot of space around here. So 10 minutes will give everyone as... Oh, see Ross and James immediately getting involved with each other on the first flying lap. They did love a bit of that. Yeah, enough time for plenty of laps, so there's time to find space here. And expect the qualifying times to be extremely tight. Who have we got in the chat? We've got Fever, Joker, Beach, Mikey. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? How are we feeling after last night? I know how Mike's feeling. Actually, no, didn't you do alright last night? I'm thinking of the week before. I'm still thinking of Big Willow. I didn't see a huge amount of last night. I saw some of the drama, some of the chaos, but didn't catch as much of it as I would have liked, so... You have to let me know how you all did and how you're all feeling. So yeah, immediately now, very, very tight at the top. Aaron currently leads and is purple, coming up to a lot of traffic. It's going to give him a good slingshot round the final curve. So keep an eye on this. Aaron's currently leading. And that's a 30.3, puts him a little further ahead. T. Smith coming in with a 30.3 as well, only 6 hundredths behind Aaron. And we've got Darkbolt racing tonight. Welcome back, Darkbolt. As he bins it into the wall. Classic FTRL return there. But he is P3 at the minute. So we've got numerous people filling in for numerous people once again. So we've got... Aaron wasn't going to make it, but now he has. So Aaron's okay. Joker somewhere down here is, as people already seem to be pitting for tyres. Where's Joker gone? Oh, there he is. He's popped away all the way up to P5. Nicely done from Joker. So he is covering for Dusty Fossum. We've got Zom in for Bread, and then who else have we got? I think we've got someone covering for Zach as well. Oh, is that Dartbot? That is Dartbot, I think, covering for Zach. We cut back to him just in time to see him hit the wall again. But he's still P3. Biggles making his way out of the pits there into a throng of traffic, but now he's got a bit of clean air. I mean, so many of this is entirely pretty much left-handers, so it makes sense to pit for tyres as soon as they start to wear. As I said, we've got plenty of time to put laps in. But at the minute, it's Aaron setting the early pace along with T. Smith. Andy's just putting a decent lap, 30.7. That's only good enough for... In fact, it's only good enough for 12. It shows just how tight it is. Zon currently 30th, Jonesy currently last. Where's the pace, Jonesy? Where's the pace? There it is. P13. So that relegates Zom to 14th. Aaron seems to think he's done. He's done as well as he can. he's sat in the pits. Maybe he's gone for a poo. Who knows? Nope, he's not moving. Okay. Anybody improve upon their times? Let's have a look at Lee. No, not quite for Lee. Oh, we've got an Ekatike in the chat. Fantastic. I've made the ultimate sacrifice here. I've been off watching the Liverpool game. Explains why the stream was on a little bit late. I was trying to squeeze in as much as I could, but I hope you all appreciate it. First game of the season. So please do keep me up to date in the chat. I'd love to hear it. And that is great news. Not only for Liverpool, but also for my fantasy team. Here's to a good start to FPL this season, because goddamn, last season was awful. Genuinely terrible. Right. Come on, someone's got to improve. I'm fed up of watching this lot go around in circles already. Nowhere near for T. Smith. I think it's just got to be... It's got to be so spot on. Dartbolt nearly 30.470. So I think that shows that you don't getting a toe or anything isn't really going to help round here by the look of it. There's not enough, not on a straight, there's not enough track, to be honest. It's just about getting exactly the right line. And multiple people now seem to be calling it a day in the pits. Oh no, blue flag's coming back out. Ross, 30.5. It's only good enough for P8 though. So less than a quarter of a second separating first from ninth at the minute. It's all about that first corner, says Beach. Yeah, because that's the sharp one where you've got to get the braking just right and get maximum speed out of it. Let's see who's coming to this corner. Here we go. Let's go on board with Tom. You just got to keep as much speed as possible through there. Let's see if that was any good. Is there a sector on this lap? I think there is. Yeah, there's a sector halfway around. Let's at least keep an eye on him till then. He's got somebody right behind him. That's Ross. Yeah, he's a tenth and a half down. Really is. I mean, the rest of the lap's full throttle, so it has to be all about that first corner. Ross has followed Tom pretty closely here. Yeah, and that's a 30.379 for Ross. So that is enough for P3. 16 thousandths out of Dartbolt, and Joker takes the lead. Joker hits the lead with a 30.269. Now maybe the slipstream is having an effect, because he followed a couple of cars around there and he pulls over in celebration. Great lap from Joker, and will that tempt Aaron back out of the pits? He's got 2 minutes to set another lap if he wants to come out and try and get pole. Joker's in the chat, you can't believe it. P1 so far. Can anybody do anything about it? Ross is still being towed around by Tom. Oh, he's just pushed him into the wall. That's compromised his lap as well. I think these two definitely trying to work together, and Tom's trying to tow Ross around to a better lap, but it's didn't quite work that time. See, can anyone else improve? Dartbolt's nowhere near. Lee, let's go on board with Lee. Squealing the tyres around. Lee is purple through sector 1. He hasn't got a tow though. Hasn't got a tow off anyone. Is that going to make a difference? Lee's only 1600ths off pole. It's not going to be enough. It is an improvement for Lee, but it's not enough to move him up in position. He's still 100th behind Dartbolt. He slams it into the corner. He's going to have to let somebody go now. He's going to have to let blue flag go. Oh, that's going to be annoying for Lee. Although it was an improvement, it wasn't enough to gain him a position. Might have been enough to keep a position, because James is really not that far behind him. I think everybody's more or less done now. Those who are still trying might just get one more lap in. See if Dartbolt improves. I don't think so. No, he's going to give it one more shot. This will be everybody's final lap. It feels like we've been at this track for bloody ever. And dartboard's into the wall, so that is not going to be an improvement. Pagani has gone up to P3. So Pagani hits third. He's not going to improve this lap, I don't think, because Graham's going too slowly ahead of him. He's trying to go past Graham, in fact. Graham gets out of the way. Is there anything there for Pagani or anybody else? The final lap's about to come in. No improvement for Biggles, no improvement for Pagani. And I think... No improvement for anybody else. We've got two more still running. It's Tom and Ross once again. Tom trying to pull Ross around. Have they managed it this time? 29, 30, not quite. 30.407 for Ross. Means he stays P5. So it is Joker who claims pole for race 1 as we head off to Suzuka. Wow. I mean, GT2 has been the business this season. I mean, granted, at times the actual GT2 races have been a bit battle royale, but we've had multiple GT2 drivers not only willing to cover for those who've been missing in GT1, but also coming in and showing them up a bit as well. So fair play. Joker saying he qualified last night. Incredible. Right, we will move over to Suzuka. Be a slightly more challenging track. If it ever loads. And here we are. Right, Suzuka. Always divides opinion. Do we like Suzuka or not? But don't base it all on last night's races. What do we think in general as a track to drive? I quite like it. I'm never that quick, never that quick round here, but I do quite like it. It's too it requires too high a level of technical skill for me to be any good at it, but I do still enjoy it. Joke saying, got to win here until the season's back. In a Mustang with changing weather conditions, one of my favourite results. Ah, yes. I'll be sat here hoping for a bit of rain. I think that'll certainly liven it up. I mean, of course, it has the potential to be lively enough anyway, at least if you drive like that. Lovely drifting from T. Smith there. See if Aaron punts him into the corner. Oh. there was some nice drifting on show there, but then he just got punted off by Aaron. Never mind. Right, come on, get your predictions in the chat. Who do we think for this race? We have seen GT2 drivers doing the business in GT1 already this season. Is there a chance for Joker win? Or are the usual suspects behind going to come through? Let's see what the table says. Because it's been very up and down in GT1. Absences, you know, aside, those at the top who have been here consistently competing are keeping it pretty close. At the minute, it's Ross and Lee who are leading the way. Aaron's not had the best of seasons so far, but he could be in with a chance here. So we'll keep an eye on him there, but at the minute the table is Ross on 214, Lee on 207, and then Pagani on 183, and those three are well clear of the rest. Ross has hit the front by virtue of 5 wins in the last 6 races. One at Deep Forest, final race at Deep Forest, both races at La Maggiore, and then 2 out of 3 last week at Big Willow, along with a 2nd place. So Ross is 1 point away from maximum points off the last 2 and a bit weeks. And Lee has only managed to sort of stay with him in the table by coming pretty much directly behind him on most of those races. So three races of the last 6 we've had a Ross Lee 1-2. So we'll see if it happens again tonight. We are of course back to the sprint and endurance format tonight. So 1 shorter race on the medium tyres and then 1 longer race. I'm not going to tell you how many laps it's going to be because I don't know. 1 longer race with 3 choice of tyres, except for you do have a mandatory medium. Bolt said Ross became a monster. Yeah, he goes through these phases. It's very you know, Dr. Jekyll of him. Thank you, Fever in the chat, always backing me up with the facts. He's like my very own Richard Osman. Although I'm assuming he's not like 6'7" or whatever the fuck Richard Osman is, but he might be. Fever, are you 6'7"? Please tell me you are. Come on. Joseph is 6'9". No, the German jokes around. Now, come on, it's time to get going. There's only so much bullshit I've got in the tank before we descend into outright racism, and nobody wants that. Time to get going. I don't know whether we're giving people an extended warm-up, but the GT1, they shouldn't need it. Oh, sorry, Fever, I'm being old and English again. 6'7". 6'7" is about 201, 202 centimetres, I think. So you're probably not that tall, I'm going to hazard a guess. Who's the tallest FTRL driver we have? We don't have many tall ones, do we? At least not the ones I've met in person. We're all pretty average when it comes to it. Oh, Phoebe, you've been 187. You're right at the pinnacle of FTRL drivers, I think. Graham's pretty tall. He doesn't look it though, weirdly. He just is. Anyway, let's get going. Joke's going to lead us off for the first of 10 laps in the Suzuka Sprint. Aaron beside him on the front row, and then Pagani and T. Smith directly behind. Away we go. It was a good start from Aaron. Is he going to manage to get up the inside of Joker here? Off the line. I think he is. He's got the inside line. Oh, takes a lot of curb. And then, oh, it's a bit wide. There's a little bit of contact at the apex. Aaron sees it through though, and he's into P1. Everybody else looks to have followed through. Not in that way. That's a terrible choice of words. Sorry about that. It was GT2 when everybody was following through last night, I think. Everybody else, yeah, looks to be okay through the S's. Jonesy at the back, just behind Zom. Joker is challenging once again. We want to be careful, especially around this section. Now he's got Pagani very close behind him. Pagani thought about a move there. Then a bit further back, Zom is looking to challenge Andy. Andy's had some really good results, but didn't get it right in the qualifying this time. Finds himself battling at the back with Jonesy and Zom. Jonesy too, for that matter, has had some corking results this season. I think, am I right in saying he's at a podium? Let's go back to the front to make sure we don't miss anything while I check that. No, Jonesy's not on a podium. Completely wrong. Never mind. So coming up to 1:30 for the first time, Aaron leads Joker by about 0.3 of a second. Pagani is looking very interested in P2 here. Joker's going to need to hold on, but he's had a fantastic run through 1:30R. Much better than Aaron. Aaron goes defensive. Joker's going to look to get the better exit and get him on the run down to turn 1. Someone spun. Who spun? Always handy in that battle with Jonesy and Zom. Dropped it at Spoon. But now Joker is looking to make the move again. Aaron's gone defensive to the inside once more. Joker is going to be slightly ahead by the time they get to the corner, but it may not be enough. No, it's easy to defend that corner, really. You just have to stick to the inside and there's really no way around. So it's still Aaron, followed by Joker, followed by Pagani, and then everybody else bunching up behind T. Smith. Lee has gained a place off Ross, so Lee is up to P5. And a bit further back, Ross and Dartbolt are having a bit of a ding-dong here. That's cost them a bit of time. Oh, we got Pagani on the gravel. Oh, and now sliding it around the S's. I think T. Smith's going to take P3 here. He is indeed. And then Lee's looking very interested as well. Nips up the inside. Lee is up to 4th, so Pagani's lost 2 places there. And now battling with Ross, and this could get a bit hairy. You can't go too wide through here. You cannot go too wide through here. Oof. Pagani just about backs out. It's now bunching everybody else up behind. Ross in 6th, Dartbolt now down to P7, Jadon in 8th, Blue Flag 9th, Graham, then Biggles. And then comes Jonesy, then Zom, and then Andy catching up. And Aaron's got nearly a second lead now. So now it is T. Smith's turn to pursue Joker. See if he can make a move. So nice tight run through Spoon there, but he's lost it a bit on the exit. Running wide, and he falls away again. Lee will get a bit closer now. I don't think he'll have enough into the chicane at the end, although he might do actually. He's getting closer. Inside a quarter of a second now. If he can have a good 130i, he might have a chance. Not quite enough. But enough just to keep Tom looking in his rear view. Well, Lee's had a good exit. What's going on a bit further back? Still pretty much as you were. Zom is a little bit off the back of the pack now. Not happened particularly badly though. Fast as that's a 2:12.3 from Aaron. That was a 2:13.0 from Zom. So he's not exactly losing back to time. There'll definitely be a chance there if the guys ahead of him start battling. Oh, Jonesy running slightly wide. Just about keeps it on the track. Graham's very wide there. Now all following through. Jadon, Ross, Dartbolt, purple through sector 1, Pagani, then Lee, then Tom, and Joker's got a half-second penalty. Ooh, that is that's going to be nasty. Come the back straight. It's not the absolute worst penalty line here, but it's far from the best. That's probably going to cost Joker. If he stays where he is now, he'll be lucky to avoid losing 3 or 4 places. There is a gap developing, mind. It's now a second between T. Smith and Lee, so Joker may just get away with this. He will lose the place to Tom, you would have thought, but beyond that, he may be okay. And if he can just lose that place and then hang on to the back of T. Smith's car, he might be okay. He was a little wide out of spoon there, so Tom's gaining on him already. There's a second gap back, so let's go on board with Lee, just see just how close he gets. I think Joker will be okay. He pulls to the side, Tom goes through. Oh, Lee's gaining rapidly, actually. That's much more than I thought. Takes a very, very tight line through 130R, and it wasn't quite enough. Joker, by virtue of the speed he had to shed, could just go full throttle through there, and then gets a very nice exit and pulls away from Lee, and Lee has got Pagani all over the back of him. And that's a penalty for Lee. He cut the corner at the chicane. Pagani, is he going to make a move now? Lee's not going to defend it too hard. Pagani goes to the inside. This should be moved on. Indeed it is. Pagani slams the brakes on and takes P4, and now that puts Lee in a very difficult position. Derek says on the mediums you can take 130R flat. Lee didn't that time, so not an optimum line perhaps. Forgive me, Derek, but when you oh sorry, Mikey, I thought it was Derek, sorry. 130R flat. Let's have a look next time. Maybe Lee just had a bad line. Oh, James got a really good run there. This is a difficult place to overtake. It looks like he's going to give it a go. Bang indoors. Oh, James. Oh, he's gone. Oh, and he's taken Dartbolt with him. Oh, he just... That's so dangerous on that corner. If you get on the outside, when you hit the brakes, you're hitting the brakes just as you come off that curb. And all of a sudden you're on the grass. And if you get it wrong, you've got 2 wheels on the grass. Hit the brakes and round you go, as we just saw there. Dartbolt, fortunately, looks to have got away with it. He did get collected by James going into the hairpin, but it hasn't cost him a place. He's got blue flag behind him. No, he didn't, Mikey, I just misread it. Okay, so blue flag drops to P9. Dartbolt has somehow maintained P7. He's also challenging Ross now, and he's gone up the inside at the chicane. Nice move from Dartbolt. He's up to P6. He's certainly not lost any of his pace. And T. Smith has now, during all of that, T. Smith has now taken the lead off of Aaron. But a 2:11.5, so successive laps of a 2:11.4 and a 2:11.5 from T. Smith. That is a lot quicker than anyone else. A couple of the others near the front, Joker and Pagani, are in the 2:11s. Nobody else is. So blistering laps from Tom, and Aaron's got a job on his hands to keep up here. Tom purple again, through 6-1. And this will shake out now for the second half of this race to be more of a straight battle on pace. They've all debunched a little bit, at least at the front. A bit further back, Lee's in 5th. Dartbolt's got himself up into P6 with that overtake on Ross that we saw earlier, but he's now got a half-second penalty. So he's going to have to try and pull a bit of a gap in the next couple of corners if he wants to keep that place. Ross P7, Graham in 8th, doing well. Blue flag Biggles rounds out the top 10 currently, but Jonesy is right on his back. Zom is letting Jadon through. He is indeed. I have absolutely no idea if they're teammates or not in this race. I'm not even going to try and figure it out, but perhaps Zom just wants to make sure he doesn't get in anyone's way. Andy's not really gaining either. These two both sort of mid 212s at the minute. James has now got a lot to do in the next 5 laps. See if he can catch up. Oh, I keep missing it. I'm going to have to focus on the lead a bit more because we've had another change for the lead. Aaron has somehow gained himself an 8/10 gap on Tom. He's not only overtaken him, he's run away to some extent. So I'm not sure what happened to Tom there. 2:13.2. Whether it was a mistake or a penalty, I don't know. Aaron was an awfully long way ahead by the time they came out of the final corner. Pagani currently 3rd, so Pagani's just taken Joker. Joker's still looking pretty good in P4. And then Lee is also joined the 211 club now, and is gaining on this front pack. Ross now 6th. Darkbolt, after serving his penalty, lost 2 places. He's down to P8. Graham's going well. Started relatively near the back, Graham, but he's been quietly picking up the pieces as everybody else has made mistakes, got penalties, etc. And it's always a good way to a solid mid-table finish, that. Graham improving on his time once again. Back at the front. Aaron has lost that gap, and I'm going to focus on them this time. Let's see if we can actually catch and overtake for the lead for once in this race. Once again, maybe looking for a move down into the final chicane, or maybe even before. They are side by side into 130R. Ooh. Tom sweeps to the inside. He's not quite close enough though. The top 4 separated by less than a second as it stands. Joker has got a decent run on Pagani here. Pagani will have the toe from Tom. In fact, Tom's had a very, very poor exit, and looks like Pagani and Joker may go past here. Joker is pushing Pagani along, and they've both taken the position before they get to the corner. So it's Pagani in 2nd, Joker in 3rd. He's slightly late on the brakes. Tom is slightly narrow into the apex. All of them make it round, and now it's Pagani's turn to try and chase down Aaron. Pagani will be looking very, very interested here. It's been a while since we've had call it a classic Pagani season, challenging right at the top. He's now purple through sector 1. He's still got that chance. His main contenders are Ross and Lee, and they're currently running 5th and 6th, so there's a good chance for Pagani to gain some points here. Was that a penalty? Who was that with a penalty? It was Ross. So Ross with a half-second penalty, so Graham might be looking at sneakily gaining another place here. So the Ross and Lee not quite dominating as they have been in recent races, although Lee is catching. There's a good chance for Pagani here to pick up a few points. He's going to need to be doing that consistently in most of the races if he wants to challenge for the title this season. T. Smith now looking to recover. It is, so you're right, Derek, and it is Derek this time. Getting very, very cloudy. It really, oh, who's that on the grass? What's Graham? Get off the grass, Graham. Graham's now into P6. That penalty served by Ross has dropped into P8 behind Graham and Darkbolt. Graham, for some reason, was on the grass, but he seems to have recovered it okay. He's now P6. This would be a good result for Graham. Darkbolt 7th, then Ross, then Blue Flag, then Jonesy. Jadon. We've lost Jadon. No, we lost Jadon ages ago, didn't we? Never mind. Who we have lost is Biggles. He's dropped about 10 seconds on this lap, so he's at a moment somewhere. Something for Andy to chase down, who's still last. Yeah, 2:24 from Biggles is not optimal. It's 2-0, says Mikey. Thank you, mate. Here we go, another title on the way. Right, Pagani now leads. Gakpo! Oh, it's in my fantasy team as well. Unbelievable scenes. So Pagani now does lead from Aaron, from Tom, from Joker, and from Lee. These are the top 5. Don't think anybody else is going to have a shot at the win, but all these 5 still in it. Pagani is stretching his legs though. Extremely consistent lap times for the last 4 laps, including 2:11. Oh no, so that's a 2:12. Sorry, no, not at all consistent lap times in the last 4 laps, but he has set the fastest lap of the race. Absolutely, Derek. Well, I don't think this gap to Pagani is going to be getting much smaller because G. Smith and Aaron are battling over P2. Lee still follows Joker around. 2 laps to go once they're around this corner. We'll see a move from Lee. Possibly not at this corner. He is close, but I don't think he's going to be quite close enough. Phoebe wants to know why Tom and Aaron are battling. Because they love each other, Phoebe. They simply can't bear to not be in close physical contact for even a second. Having said that now, Aaron has had a monster sector 1. He's pulled away from Tom a bit and he's closed the gap back to Pagani to within 6/10. Yeah, he's a 10th purple through sector 1. This is really ebbed and flowed, this race. All of a sudden, one driver or another nobody's dominated it. All of a sudden, one driver or another has put in a big sector and just closed the gap again. You can see Pagani now pulling away once more, just a fraction, but he's gone a bit wide as Aaron drifts it round the corner. And the gap is back to 9/10. Joker is still holding off Lee. Further back, and then we've got a bit of a queue forming here. Graham, having done all that good work to make his way up to P6, has now dropped back a couple of places. Ross has achieved 6th place somehow. It's happened somewhere on this lap as well. And now Blue Flag is trying to defend from Graham. Dartbolt right there as well. Oh. Pagani. Oh, what's happened to Pagani? We've missed it again. Every fucking time. Always go up. Pagani has gone all the way down to 5th. He must have had a moment somewhere. And T. Smith takes the lead with just over a lap to go. Pagani has absolutely thrown it into 130R, but oh, what has happened there? He's now all over the back of Lee trying to find a way back through, but that is a big disappointment. From saying that he's going to pick up points, he now finds himself behind Lee. And he wants to at least get back past him, possibly past Joker as well, but at the front, going into the final lap, having never really been at the front for much of this race, it is T. Smith who leads. 8/10 of a second from Aaron. Oh, there's a lot of squealing of tyres into turn 1. as there usually is. Where's Ross going? Ross, come back. Oh, not there. Don't come back there. Jesus Christ. He somehow managed to shuffle himself in behind Blue Flag. He nearly took him out. So Blue Flag P6, Ross now down to 7th. Pagani is still 5th, and Lee is very close to the back of Joker as well. Joker will really, really want to hold on for a podium here. Can he manage it? Be a great result if he could. Pagani looking for the wide line off the hairpin. He does get a decent run, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to look for the good run off Spoon, and then they run down to the final chicane for one more shot at Lee. Looks like, bar any mistakes, Tom's got this sewn up. Aaron is second as well. Joker looks to pull a slight gap on Lee, who's busy defending from Pagani. So it's here is the battle for 4th and 5th. Although having said that, yeah, Joker looked like he was losing a bit of time, then we got a nice exit. Yeah, Pagani is closing. He might have a shot here at the final corner. It all depends on 130R, and it's so difficult to take it when you're right onto the rear bumper of another car. But Pagani's made a really good job of it. Lee's going to defend it for all he's worth. T-Smith comes around the final chicane. He's going to take the victory. Pagani, there's no way through. He's going to have to cut back and try and make a run to the line. He has got a very good exit, but he has to go the long way round. Lee's just going to block him off. Pagani ducks inside, but there's nothing he can do. Tom wins it. Aaron in P2. Joker holds on for a very well-deserved podium. Lee in P4. Pagani will be disappointed with P5 in the end. Blue Flag 6th. Ross 7th. Then Graham in 8th. Jonesy, Darkbolt, Jadon. Biggles will be 12th, followed by Andy, who did manage to get back and overtake Zom for P13. Woo! Well done, Joker. Really good job. Okay, so once more, the results for race 1. T. Smith, P1. Aaron in 2nd. Joker in 3rd. Then Lee in P4. Pagani in 5th. Blue Flag in 6th. Ross in 7th. Graham in 8th. Jonesy is 9th. Dogbolt 10th. Jadon in 11th. Biggles is 12th. Andy in 13th. And Solomon 14th. Lee wants to know how many espresso martinis I've had. None, Lee. None. As always, I take this very seriously. And very professionally. Oh, that looks very cloudy. Phoebe wants to ask comms, is Aaron happy about P2 or gutted he didn't win? I don't know. We've lost James in the room. I hope he comes back. Bring on the rain. Absolutely. Buy your wet tyres, people. Please. You must have bought them by now. Surely. Surely. Actually, assuming the boo. So I'll say I could probably check the weather radar, but oh come on, it better rain. Well, we shall find out. 20 something laps. I forget now. 23 laps. Of Suzuka to follow. Jonesy is back. We're all a little bit happier. Time to go. Phoebe says, "Let's have a proper downpour." Oh yeah, to be honest, we don't even need it to be a down. Just a surprise bit of rain at some point in the race, just to keep everyone on their toes. That's all I ask. Apologies for being quiet. I'm checking the full game again. Right. We must be getting close to getting started now. As always, you must use a single set of medium tyres, not two sets like I did the other week. I hope someone's told Darkbot the rules. Quite the mixture of tyres to start off with, it seems. Oh, bloody hell, 2-1. I'll withdraw my comment about the title. Right, I'll try not to focus on that now. We'll try and focus on the race. Tell me your predictions in the chat. Who's going to take this one? As Ross just getting his penalties out the way. Alright, so it is indeed a very cloudy start, and it will be Zom and Andy leading us off, followed by Biggles on the soft tyres. Zom was actually starting on the hards, so we might see him mobbed pretty soon. Andy's on the mediums, Biggles on the softs, James on the mediums, Dartbot on the mediums, Jonesy on the mediums. Right, let's go. Decent getaway from Zom. Biggles slightly better though, and he's looking to challenge early doors. Down towards turn one we go. Ooh, and Zom's holding the inside line. Everybody more or less through. Graham thinking about move up the inside of Ross, then gets a bit of a shove from Pagani. Runs him slightly wide, but he's going to hold the position. In the background, there's a bit of side-by-side action going on between Joker and Aaron and T. Smith. Oh, Aaron's very wide there. Cold hard tyres not helping through that first sector. And what is going on up here? Oh, hello. Oh, Biggles just about escaping with his life. I'm not sure how everyone got through there, but they did. And we still carry on as one pack for now. Oh, Jonesy, nearly just getting on the outside, running off the hairpin. Is P6 being challenged by Ross now. Jonesy has the tyre advantage, but it's so tightly packed, and Ross maybe looking for an opportunistic move up the inside of Spoon, but didn't happen. Andy's running away at the front. He's passed Zom and he's away, and he will hope now that Zom can hold the rest of the pack up. The likes of James and especially Biggles will be desperate to get past. Biggles has taken the gamble of a set of soft tyres on a full tank of fuel. I don't think that worked out particularly well yesterday, but we will wait and see. Zom is indeed the cork in the bottle here. Surely there will be a move in turn one. Yeah. Nice and easy. Jade onto the inside, and Dartbot follows him through. Zom just couldn't get it stopped on the hard tyres, loses two positions in one corner. Biggles will be the next, and now he's going to be held up through the S's though. When's his next chance going to be? He's got Jonesy all over the back of him as well. Can he nip up the inside here? There's an opportunity if you're sneaky enough. And now Zom covers the inside. Oh, and then Biggles gets the run, gets straight past him, and is Jonesy going to follow him through? Oh, there's a bit of contact. Zom's on the grass. I just about managed to get it sorted out. Absolutely no doubt Zom chose chaos by starting on the hard tyres from the front. He's now down to P5. It does indeed, Owen, look very, very dark, but may just be a bit of cloud, a bit of mist. We will hope and pray for rain, just to make it that a little bit more interesting, but for now, it's plenty interesting as it is. Ross going on the hard tyres. He's up to 6th. Jonesy looking interested though. Not quite Oh, maybe. Yes, Ross has run wide, a spoon, and Jonesy takes the position. And not only that, gets a fantastic run out of the corner, and is gaining on Zom. Gaining very quickly. He should be in a position to make a move here. In fact, he might catch him a bit too quickly. You don't want to be catching him going into 130R, but that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, is he going to look to the inside? This is dangerous. Oh, there's contact. Zom's off the track. Jonesy got unsettled. Ross comes flying through the middle of both of them. Zom's lost about 23 positions. He's down to 10th, actually, as Lee gets him on the chicane. And then blue flag, and then Tom, and then Joker. Oh, no. Both Zom. The fastest lap changes hands a succession of times and then sits with Dartbolt on a 2:12.8. And Dartbolt looking very interested in a move past James, which he makes happen before the corner. Dartbolt looking very racy here. Poor Zom. He's all the way down to last. Yeah. Whatever the next stage, I don't want to say it on stream, whatever the next stage of getting your pants pulled down is, it was that. Third base. There's one there, unfortunately. Hard tyres maybe not the best choice. So Andy leads, but Dartbolt is absolutely flying, and he's pushing every single corner to the limit. That might be a penalty. Let's wait and see. Yes, it is. So that is going to put an end to Dartbolt's charge, unfortunately to him. He was really throwing it into every single corner there. You can tell by the tyre wear that's rapidly accruing. But he's now going to lose a couple of positions. But these four have built up a gap, so it won't be too disastrous for Dartbolt. James is going to take second, Biggles is going to take third, but then Dartbolt should be able to slot in fairly nicely behind him. Oh, there he goes. Hello. It's not the entry spoon that you need. James has blown his chance for a very good result here. He's going to slot back in behind Joker by the look of it in P11. Oh dear. It's not what we wanted to see. That's especially not what Joker wants to see, because despite the fact he's racing, he backed up him for the win. So never mind. Yeah, the weather is brightening up a bit, unfortunately. Oh, Dartbolt and Biggles getting involved there on the final chicane. Ross is quietly going very, very well here. The only one of these front runners, I mean, Pagani's not too far behind him on the hards as well, but Ross is on the hard tyres and up into P4 now. And all of that, yeah, the slight battling and also the James shenanigans has allowed Andy to pull out a 2.5 second lead, which he'll be very, very happy about. Dartbolt definitely the quicker out of the two of them though. A 2:12.8 on lap 2. Andy's... Oh, where's Andy going? Just taking a bit of grass there just for the fun of it. Andy's best lap was last lap, that was a 2:13.3. So everything at least up front starting to settle down a bit. A bit further back, maybe not quite so much. Oh, we've lost Lee. What's happened to Lee? Oh dear. Oh, that is a big incident for Lee. He's lost a whole heap of time. In fact, he lost time before. It's a 2:20 on lap 3. And he's lost more time now. He's had a spin. Possibly coming around the deck. Yeah, possibly coming around there. So, oof. Well, that could throw a bit of a spanner in the works as far as the championship is concerned. Because that is Lee, well, I don't want to say out of this race, there's still 19 laps to go, but... yeah, it's not ideal. We'll have to wait and see what happened there. That promotes everybody else off a place. Jadon is looking very interested in overtaking Aaron. Decides against it at the last second. James is of course recovering. He is on the medium tyres. Most of the guys ahead of him are on the hards, so he will have the pace advantage. It's not going to be great for him now in terms of tyre wear, trying to get past all these guys, but he's going to have to do it. That's his Joker behind him. We haven't really mentioned T. Smith so far in this race. He's going fairly steadily. P7 on the hard tyres. Pagani ahead of him in 6th. Somehow that's a purple sector through sector 1, despite being on the hard tyres. I'm not quite sure how he's managed that, but fair play. Graham quietly going well as well. So Graham did this in the last race. He just, without fuss, without any mistakes, just made his way up the order. Then he did have a mistake and dropped back a few positions, but hopefully that won't happen to him this time. Biggles, meanwhile, is still holding off Darkbolt, but the tyres are... Oh, Graham, having just said he's not making any mistakes, there's a big wiggle coming out of the hairpin. We're still 4th, and yeah, Biggles is still holding off Darkbolt, but the soft tyres are rapidly dying on him. For all that, he still managed to narrow the gap slightly to Andy. 2.1 now. Phoebe says Graham's looking very good on fuel already. So let's have a look at fuel then. Andy, about 2/3 of a tank as the benchmark for the driver up front. Biggles are quite a bit less than that actually. Darkbolt's doing slightly better. Ross slightly worse. Yeah, so Graham and Andy both are doing reasonably well on fuel. And then the guys behind them, actually these guys are doing pretty well as well, and Jadon has somehow not managed to use much fuel at all. He's managed to make his way past a couple of people here, but there's a massive cluster of cars now coming down to turn 1. Led by James, but with Joker on the inside, now and approaching rapidly, and James cuts him off. And then they all just about make their way through, but Jonesy has got to make an opportunity to move up the inside of blue flag, gets that move done up to P11. So who's the best on fuel overall? I think it is actually somehow James. Yeah, James and probably Graham as well. And James, how? All of these people must be setting... The fastest lap must just have a shit sector 1, because James was involved in that battle all the way up to turn 1, and somehow he's 2/10 purple through the first sector. How he's done that, I don't know. Oh, Biggles has had a moment. Maybe taking the soft tyres 1 lap too far, and he's down to P7 out of nowhere. So that gives Darkbolt the freedom to go chasing after Andy now, finally. That's taken him probably a little bit longer than he would have liked. And now Ross making his way forward. Is he pushing Graham along, or is he going to look and make the move? Let's see. Ross looking very good here once again. He didn't have a great race 1, but he's used that to his advantage here. Starting on the hard tyres. Got himself a pretty good race position. But Pagani is not very far behind. Yeah, Biggles has taken the sensible move this time. Coming for a set of softs. He's got just over half tank left, so interestingly, is there a call there for a second set of softs? That probably depends if he thinks he can get a set of mediums to the end. Probably not. Let's just see. No, fuel's going in, so Biggles will be out on the hard or medium tyres. Full tank. And it's another set of soft. Eh? If you're gonna put another set of softs on, why would you fill the tank? Right, good. So Galaxy Brain strategy there for Biggles. So we'll see how it gets on. Andy's still in the lead, but that lead has been cut massively. But it's about to gain again because Darkbolt's got himself another penalty. It's not the first time he's done this. Yes, exactly. People said Biggles giving us Ferrari strategy vibes. So we fill the tank? Question? Yeah, why not? So Dartbolt's done all that good work to gain on the back of Andy, and now he's going to lose it again. And that will have these guys looking very interested. Ross was right up the arse of Graham earlier, but now he's dropped back by a second somewhere. I'm seeing a lot of mistakes, and as I say, it's a difficult track, absolutely, but we see a lot of people just randomly have moments and drop off by a second or half second, and that's allowed Pagani to gain on the back of Ross. Darkbolt's penalty has dropped him to nearly within slipstream range of Graham. Yeah, and in fact Graham's had a better exit, so he will be within slipstream of Bolt as we head through to complete lap 7. Andy with a 1.5 second lead. All sort of settled down now. Not a huge amount of battling going on. So we'll see now how people's pace is. We'll also see who is going to go for the one stop. James's fuel is so much better than anyone else's around him. Actually, T-Smith and Pagani had been not too bad, but check out Jonesy behind. So James not out of this despite his incident. A bit further back. Blue flag in P11, Zolman 12th, Lee obviously recovering from his multiple issues seemingly. Still going on the hard tyres, but quite a way back in P13, and then Biggles having pitted, but now also setting purple lap times as you would expect. Ooh, Andy's had a sloppy lap, but the tyres are getting away from him now, as they are for everyone, but he has dropped a fair bit of time to Dartbolt here. That gap is down to just under a second once again, so Dartbolt's hauled back that gap he lost by serving that penalty. So a 2:13.8 from Dartbolt and 2:14.5 from Andy, so that's 7 tenths gained in a lap. So if he keeps that up within a lap, he'll be right on him. And then Ross just quietly lurking in P3. Graham's still there in 4th, doing a good job of holding off Pagani. In fact, I think Pagani was ahead of Graham before, wasn't he? So Graham's taken that place at some point, and Pagani's 2:15. Oh, sorry, that was Graham's 2:15. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Who the hell knows? But we've got a bit of a battle forming here in the mid-pack. From Ross in 3rd, Graham 4th, Pagani 5th, T-Smith 6th, and Jadon not too far behind now. So he's been gaining, he's been setting some really, really solid laps. Round about the 2:13.0 mark. Graham was P3, thank you, Fever. There's just not too many good overtaking opportunities on this track. Pagani now getting a little bit stuck. But one of the main chances will approach, and it's all about getting a good run off a spoon. Oh, but he's pushed it a little too far. Graham just edges away in the slipstream of Ross. In fact, Graham is the one gaining on Ross now. Oh, and he's wide. Oh, he swerves back on and nearly collects Dark Bolt. That could have been disastrous, but it is in fact Dark Bolt who hits the lead. Where's Graham? Graham's off the track. Oh, he's down to P6. What is this camera angle? Graham is all the way down to P6. He carried straight on out the chicane. So we had Dark Bolt and Andy nearly having an absolute disaster. Coming out of 130R. Just about survived there. Andy's picked himself up a penalty and he goes wide again, and this is getting very, very tricky for Andy now. He needs to hold it. He needs to hold it and not spin. He has just about. But that's relegating into P4. Those tyres are dying rapidly. P5, in fact, as T Smith goes past. And these guys on the hard tyres, this is now playing into their hands. The guys that are attempting on one stop. The medium tyres starting to get away from them. Jadon's looking very interested. This is a difficult place to pass. There's side-by-side contact. Jadon has to back out and he loses a place to Graham. Or does he? No, he's back up the inside. So Andy eventually works his way back to P5, but he does have that penalty to serve. Possibly just one lap too far on the mediums, but he looks like he's committing himself to the one stop. He has to make it work. So it's now T Smith P4, Pagani in third, Ross in second, and Dartbolt 3 seconds clear in the lead. He will, however, be going on to the hard tyres after this stint. Everybody else behind him, the three behind him, will be doing the longer stint now and going on to the mediums. Yeah, he was doing well. He's now down to P6 and he will lose another place to Graham, if not shortly then when he serves the penalty. He was going really well. He's still in with a chance. Oh, he's getting very feisty with James on the entrance into Spoon, and he's all it's done is resulting in him being pushed wide again. Back onto the track ahead of Jonesy. Aaron's having a bit more of a difficult time of it this race. It's P9. Not made as much progress as perhaps he would have liked. Blue flag 10th, Joker is 11th. Then comes Lee, then Zom, and then Biggles still gaining. He's got that extra stop to make up, so I'm not sure if that's going to work out for him. I mean, he can easily do. I'm assuming he's got to do 3 sets of softs and then a medium. He could. He's saving his tyres here, Biggles. So he could actually just see these softs out for like 3 more laps and then go on to a set of mediums. So he may just still be in for the two softs and a medium. Oh, where's he going? It's not ideal. Yeah, I think we're right here. He's got to try and stick it out for a couple more laps. But we know what happened last time. We'll see. At the front, Dartbolt's tyres are getting away from him. Pretty consistent most of the previous laps, 213s. Now he's throwing in 214s and getting slower. And Pagani and the guys behind him are gaining. We're just going to have a brief break to check the Liverpool score. Fucking hell, Federico Chiesa. How about that? Out of nowhere. Garney's looking a bit racy here. He's past Ross. The gap to Dartbolt still 2 seconds. This is still anyone's race. Fever says, I think Pagani will have to go for one more lap on the hards than the others, or the mediums might die on him. I think you're probably right, which means as his tyre wear is worse anyway. Last couple of laps on those hard tyres, as you can see there, is going to be pretty sketchy. Pagani's going to have to stick it out. And we've got some pitters. Ross off the hards on lap 11. There's an interesting call. I mean, he's not got much fuel left, but... Jadon behind him, and Andy behind him, both with a lot more fuel. Lee is in off the hards as well. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys do. They think they can do 12 laps on the mediums. Do they? Certainly looks like it. They do indeed. Ross out on the mediums. Oh, what's happened to James? Oh no! Oh, James has pulled over. Oh, he's put the mediums on again. Oh, he's done an SBY. Oh, disaster. Oh no! And he's left the room. Oh no! He was on the mediums before, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure he was on the mediums before. He's put a second set of mediums on, and that just caps it off for James. Yeah, I agree. There's no sense in pitting there. Even with another pit stop, you can still make up a couple of positions later on. He wouldn't have got penalised for pitting the lap after. I know. Oh dear. So, disaster for Jadon. Dartbox still leads. Those tyres are looking nasty. He has to be in this lap, surely. He's got the fuel to go another lap. He has not got the tyres, I don't think. Let's see what he decides. Oh, he's going round for one more lap. Pagani pits off the hards. Jonesy in with almost no fuel off the mediums. Graham in with significantly more fuel off the mediums as well. T. Smith carries on as well. So T. Smith banking on having the fresher mediums. I think you are right, Phoebe. I don't think that is going to work. We will see. He's just going to make it one more lap. Even if he loses a bit of time. Oh, there's a lot of tyre squeal going on. He's losing time hand over fist to T. Smith. Jonesy is now out in P3, having underfueled and on the soft tyres. So Jonesy is going for 2 soft synths. And that's put him out in P3. But he's definitely got to stay there because he has to pit again. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is painful for Dartbolt now. It's not as if he can even take some of the corners right, because both, well, in fact, I was going to say both tyres, all of his tyres are dead. And he is now just losing all of that time. I can imagine Tommy's going to overtake him coming out of Spoon here. I mean, T. Smith is Scotch fuel anyway, so they're both going to come in at the end of this lap, and Dartbolt is probably going to come out ahead by virtue of having more fuel, but he just needs to do what he can here. He can't keep it on the track. Yeah, he's going to get overtaken. Maybe even before 130R. Through goes T. Smith. Takes the position He's not going to... Oh, he's just going to be ahead. He ducks in before 130R, runs wide. Gets back on track. Dartbolt just has to get it stopped. It's not been the disaster it could have been. He's lost about 3 seconds and first place, but he hasn't spun it. He hasn't really run off track. And now they're both in. And Dartbolt was slightly more fuel penalty for Tom, is it? I think we'll find out on the exit for the pits. Not that I can see. Fuel will be going in. Oh, Jonesy. I don't think you get that much of a penalty for going wide in 130R. Well, Jonesy was about to lead the race then, but then he fucked the chicane and Pagani's taken that lead off him. In fact, no, Dartbolt and T. Smith are going to come out ahead anyway. They're both obviously fuel to the end. Dartbolt's put significantly less fuel in than Tom. And Dartbolt's also come out on the soft tyres. That's a hell of a strategy decision. Wow. The only thing I can think there is Dartbolt thinks he can make the soft tyres last for 9 laps. And as I can already see a bit of red on that front left, I can't see how that's going to happen. Wow indeed. So is he just going to go for it? Is he just going to go for it and try and build up as much of a lead as possible? Who knows? I mean, we'll wait and see. Meanwhile, Jonesy is also on the softs. He will definitely be pitting again, but meantime he's causing problems for Pagani. Because Jonesy with the tyre advantage is plenty quick enough to trouble Pagani here. And if he looks down the inside at Spoon, he could be causing a world of pain. No, he's gonna sensibly duck out of that and try and get a good run off the corner, I think. Runs it as wide as he can. Hit the apex and then back out. But not really got the run that Pagani did. Yeah, it's a strange decision, I will say. He's got a 1.5 second lead, but I do not see how that's going to work, to be honest. So that leaves T. Smith, Pagani, Ross, all on the medium tyres, all in with a very good chance of winning this race. And Graham on the hard is not a million miles behind. Andy's recovered well. He's on the hard as well in P7. Aaron is 8th and now in the medium, so a chance for him to catch up. Joker 9th, Blue Flag 10th, Lee is in 11th, Zombies 12th, and Biggles is 13th and last after the untimely exit of Jadon. Oh, Dartbolt is 7/10 purple through the first sector. Oh, and it's 4-2 in the Liverpool game. Fantastic. Mohamed Salah at the death. Mikey makes a good point. Has he seen rain? Or is he praying for rain? It is indeed getting darker. Is Dartbolt just taking a chance? I mean, to be fair, you don't see rain on the radar until about a lap or two before it comes, so unless he's seen it and nobody else has, which I doubt. I think you're right, Derek. I think it might be gambling that it's going to rain. For now, Jonesy has got back ahead of Pagani. This will be annoying the hell out of Pagani right now. Jonesy's 6/10 purple. I imagine Darkbot is purple as well. Fastest lap of the race so far is a 2:12.4 from Biggles. These guys should be able to get comfortably into the 2:11s on soft tyres. In fact, here it comes. 2:10, 2:11.4 for Darkbolt. 2:11.6 for Jonesy. And with the medium tyre runners doing 2:12s, Jonesy could find himself in P2 pretty soon if he can pull off an overtake on T. Smith. It is getting cloudy. Not too cloudy though. Oh, Tom running slightly wide there. Just trying to get everything out of the car here through this first sector. But Jonesy finding it so much easier on the softs. You're right, Feber. He says he doesn't. I don't understand why Ross is so far back compared to the others. Yeah, well, he's thrown in a couple of 2:13s basically, and that's the extent of it. Jonesy very close to T. Smith now. Oh, and Tom's got a penalty, half-second penalty. That's going to put Jonesy into P2, and then he's going to fuck off and pit, having caused all this chaos. Just fair play, top-level shithousery from Jonesy in this race. Well done. Stay on board, see how much more trouble he can cause. Oh, he's a bit wide. Leaning on the softs to get him through. And again. Tom's pulled out a bit more of a gap, but it's not going to be enough. Now let's stay with Pagani and see how close he gets, because that is more consequential for the podium fight. Oh, he's going to approach him just as they get to 130R. Is he going to make the move? No, he's going to ease off. That's smart from Pagani. Don't want to send each other off there. So Jonesy takes P2. Darkbot now has his 2.5 second lead. Having set a 2:11.4, he's down to a 2:12.6, and either he made a bit of a mistake or the soft tyres are going off very, very quickly, or he's trying to save them as much as he possibly can. I can't see how it's going to happen. I just can't. Oh, especially with that amount of tyre squeal. And nah, I don't see it. I do still see T. Smith in prime position for winning this race, with Pagani not too far behind. Graham having another very good race. He's in 6th and Andy 7th. Oh, Aaron. Half-second penalty. He won't lose him a position, but it will stop him gaining on Andy, which he had been doing. Andy with a 2:14 on the last lap on the hard tyres. And the 2:12.7, but now he's got a penalty to deal with. Joker rounds out the top 10 for now. And he's still there in 11th, and then it is Omar and Biggles more or less together now at the back. No, just seeing how much the tyres have degraded on this lap. I don't think there's anything Darkbolt can do here. He stretched the gap to 3.5 seconds, but it's nowhere near enough. Meanwhile, Jones's tyres are dying very quickly now. Tom looking for a way back through. Will he go down the inside? Nope. Not this time. Jones is going to go round again. He's going to go round for one more lap of annoying T. Smith. He really is holding him up now. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, what Tom may not know here is obviously Dartbolt's tyre choice. You'll see him 3.5 seconds ahead and may well think, well, he's not battling, he's just pulling away. But that is not the case. So I would still put, despite Jonesy's antics, I would still put T. Smith in the net race lead here. Jonesy's got to pit on this next lap for fuel and tyres. Dartbolt has got to pit not for fuel but for tyres. There's no way he's making those last another 5 laps. So it will be T. Smith in the lead, very closely followed though by Pagani. I wonder if Tom's just saving his tyres here, is they're significantly better than Pagani's right now. Is he going to try and make the move? Depending on where and how he makes the move here, may cause Jonesy a problem with pitting. If Tom's on his inside, coming out of the chicane, may cause a bit of a problem. Round they come. Oh, Pagani has come flying through there. He's right behind them. Tom's not going to make any silly moves. And Jonesy now will peel off into the pits finally. And that releases T. Smith, but he's got Pagani now right behind him. Less than 0.3 of a second. Yeah, Dartbolt's tyres are dead. He needs to pit now. Put a fresh set of softs on, just run to the end. Hope for maybe a P4 or a P5. Yeah, Phoebe's right. Pagani's tyres not looking ideal. He may just want to try and sit behind Tom, just save them a little bit if he can. Dartbolt's lead is 4 seconds. It's not going to be anywhere near enough for a pit stop. Ross is a further 6 seconds back from Pagani. It's really not worked out for Ross in this stint. His medium pace has not been anything like that of the cars ahead of him. But he's still P4, soon to be P3. And then Graham 5 seconds further back, so I think that's where the window is for Dartbolt. He may well come out in P4, possibly P5, depending on how long the pit stop takes. Then Andy has quietly had a very good race now. Held on at the start, then just took it 1 lap too far, it cost him. And he's back to P6. Aaron just behind him, then Joker, and Lee has now made his way up to P9. So it's been an incident somewhere for... I wanted to say blue flag, but I can't really see it. I thought blue flag was ahead of Lee, but... Nope, Lee's up into P9. And Jonesy out of the pits in P10. So that is how much time it's cost Jonesy. So it's a long pit stop. Jonesy was not that far behind Dartbolt. He was only 5 or 6 seconds or so behind him. Maybe not even that. In fact, no, it wasn't that. It was less than that. So Dartbolt is going to come out way further down than I thought once he pits. But he's not pitting yet. If Dartbolt thinks he can go round on dead tyres, he's got another thing coming. He's going to cost him bags of time and at least 7 or 8 positions. And meanwhile, the T. Smith Pagani fun continues. Pagani not making any moves yet. He is possibly going to need to save those tyres a little bit. Yeah, that's true, Derek. Jonesy did have to put fuel in. Yeah, you're right. But Dartbolt is losing time now, even before he gets to the pits. Those tyres are looking incredibly angry. He's struggling to make the turns now, you can see it. Oh, oh, he's had to lose so much speed coming off there. The gap is plummeting. It was 3 seconds, it's now 1.5. In not much more than half a lap. And we may be seeing a repeat here, he may be losing this position even before he gets to the pits. So it is unfortunately a strategy choice that's going to cost Darkball here. He's going to have to pit. Although I haven't, yeah, he does have to pit. There's no doubt about it. You just can't turn corners on dead tyres, as you can see, and they're not even fully red yet. Look at how quick T-Smith's gaining on him. Is he going to make 130R? Let's find out. Turn now. Oh god. Oh, that's painful. He's kept it on the road. And again, just struggling mightily to get it turned in. Tom goes around the outside. Oh my god, he's going round again. Don't go round again. Jesus Christ. He's going to try and get it to the end. This is going to be a disaster for Dartbolt. He's lost 2 positions. He can't do 3 more laps. He's going to end up last. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. So now it's a straight battle for the win between T-Smith and Pagani. They will know it. Dartbolt can't turn corners. All the tyres are going to die. And when those rear tyres go, that's going to be it. He'll be out of the race. He's going to spin it. Look at it. He can't get around he can't get around the S's. Oh man, that's painful. Maybe he thought, oh, you know, I'll lose a few seconds a lap and maybe I'll still finish P4, P5. No, he's lost 3 seconds in the first sector. And now both fronts are fully dead. Both rears are nearly dead. We'll let him off for not having driven for a while, at least not in FTRL. It's been a terrific performance up to this point, but it is not going to go well for him, and Ross will be very, very happy to see this podium coming rapidly towards him. It will edge out his lead over Lee at the top of the table. Lee is struggling in P10. In fact, he's gone back behind Jones. He has overtaken him back on the soft tyres. So the one stop, definitely the way to go. He has been in this race, as long as you don't use the softs. Yeah, if you used the hard tyres, he would have had a legitimate chance of winning this race, and he's well off at Spoon. Whoa. Please pit. Please pit, Dartbolt. Please. You can't even keep it in a straight line. Ross is going to try and get slipstream. I think that's a terrible idea from Ross, because he could end up anywhere. Oh, this could, yeah. I was going to say Dartbolt's dropped in behind. So that could have ended very badly for Ross if they'd gone side by side through 130R there. Dartbolt struggling to keep it on the road. Graham approaching very rapidly. Dartbolt sensibly lets him go, and he literally cannot stop the car. He needs to pit. Oh no! Oh, he's into the barrier. Is that going to hold up Aaron behind him? The yellow flags are out. Aaron goes past. Dartbolt is struggling to even get it into the pits, and he finally does pit. He lost over 15 seconds on that lap. Oof. Okay, back to the front. 2 laps to go. T. Smith and Pagani. Ross, I think, will be pretty happy with P3. Although his pace is not matched those ahead of him, I think he will take this. Well, to be fair, Graham, as Ross's tyres drop off, and Ross has had a moment somewhere. Pretty much a 218 on that last lap. And whether his tyres are affecting him now, I don't know. Graham is gaining. And Mikey is getting insider info for the fact that there is rain on the radar. Dartbolt, put some wets on. Oh no, he's come out on the softs. Too late. He's getting very dark very, very quickly. A little bit of rain on the final lap could liven this right up. Yeah, Graham is gaining on Ross. It's a podium maybe, potentially, possibly in the offing for Graham. Although his fuel's not looking that hot, I'll be honest. Ross is overfueled if anything, but Graham is already in the red line. Where is this rain? Yeah, I can't see any. Yeah, Phoebe's actually right, Phoebe. I can't see anyone chancing it for one lap, but I suppose if you're last, you can do it and hope there's an absolute downpour, but it's not going to happen, I don't think. So Tom and Pagani go through for the final lap. Pagani has held station this whole time. Now's the time he has to make the move if he wants the race win. Ross is hanging on ahead of Graham now. It's a 2:14 to Graham's 2:14. Yeah, Graham's running out of fuel here. He has to be careful. Aaron has Andy behind him. Slightly fresher tyres. So we could yet see a few changes here. I'll be seeing any raindrops yet. Well, Aaron's struggling to get the car turned in. I'm going to stay in cockpit here just in case we see any rain. Just go back to the positions. Joker has done really well to make his way up to P7. He's got Jonesy right behind him on the soft tyres though. Keeping an eye on the positions at the front. Just no way through for Jonesy. He's clearly quicker. Can he get a good run up here? That's the throttle down. Joker's struggling to get it turned in. Jonesy's going up the outside for the next turn. This is dangerous. Side by side. Oh, Jonesy, he's got it done. He's done it round the outside. That's a great move from Jonesy. Into P7 he goes. Joker behind him. Still no rain. Out in front. Pagani doesn't quite look to have an answer. The tyres are nearly gone. The fuel is nearly gone. It looks like it's going to be T. Smith's race. It is indeed. As we get to the final chicane, it is indeed going to be T. Smith's race, and incredibly, if you can believe it, T. Smith's first victory of the season. He makes it count. Pagani in P2. Ross is under a lot of pressure from Graham, but I think he's going to hold on. Aaron is going to hold on from Andy as well. Yeah, Ross just about does enough. Graham is pretty much out of fuel. He comes over P4. Good result for Graham nonetheless. Aaron in 5th. Andy in 6th. Jonesy is going to be P7. Joker in P8. Caps off 8. Good Friday night for him in GT1. Lee in 9th. And then the unfortunate dart bolt. What's Blue Flag doing? Oh, Blue Flag's in the wall. Oh dear. What happened at the end there? Blue Flag's got into the wall and he's going to finish last. As Dartbolt takes P10 after his unfortunate strategy call. Biggles in 11th, Zom in 12th, and Blue Flag in P13. Well, there we have it. Week 6 in the books. T. Smith with the victory, followed by Pagani, then Ross, Graham in P4, Aaron, then Andy, Jonesy, Joker. 9th goes to Nicole, Dot Bolts on his return to GT1 in P10. Biggles in 11th, Zom in 12th, Blue Flag 13th, then the unfortunate Jadon had a big accident and then decided to put on a second set of mediums. I know how it is. He has a DNF. Right, we are done. Thank you very much for joining us. Where the hell are we next week? Oh, Blue Moon next week. Blue Moon Infield A. Oh, that should be fun. Good. Well, please do catch us there again. Same time next week, Thursdays for GT2, Fridays for GT1. Hope you have a very good evening, very good weekend. I will see you next time. Goodbye.